welcome to this week's edition of Game On Baseball on Campus. I'm Renee Washington here at Central Bucks West High School, joined by Todd Thorpe to talk baseball.
Absolutely.
And Todd, Quakertown is a team that, as we're nearing the end of the regular season, they're playing very well.
Well, they've played very well all year, Renee. They're truly one of the great stories in high school baseball this year. You know, turning it around. First time through the SOL American schedule, they go 7-0, and they were rewarded on Sunday when District 1 released the unofficial midseason power ratings, and that as the number one seed. And they turned around less than 24 hours later, and Plymouth White Marsh handed them a 9-1 defeat. It's just the nature of baseball. You can lose on any day. Quakertown's still a good story. They're still going to be in the mix. To get an idea of the district playoffs this year, you're talking 30. There's 36 teams total in District 1 6A. 20 make the playoffs, and then you're shooting for buys in the first round.
Right.
Certainly, Quakertown's one of the many teams we have that are going to be battling for that spot.
Yeah, definitely. And then we also have, now that we're done with the first half of the season, there are some players that maybe caught you by surprise or didn't catch you by surprise.
Well, you know, it's one of the great things about baseball. In other sports, you can kind of predict who the best players are going to be.
Yeah.
They were the best players last year or whatnot. Baseball, you could be the best player last year and just not have a good couple weeks in this year, and all of a sudden you're not the best player anymore. But there have been some really standout performances from guys who you may not have known as much about coming into the year who've really stepped up. And we're going to start with a sophomore over at Doc Benedict, His name's Nolan Bolton. He plays third base. He's hitting over 500. He started as a freshman last year. This year, he's been very tough to get out in league games. Doc Benedict's only lost one game all year, and that was just Monday to Souderton in a non-league game. And Nolan Bolton leads the area in RBIs. He's a very good player. Wow. Another sophomore down in Ben Salem, Nicholas Dean, plays shortstop and pitches. He's an all-around player, hitting over 400. You go up to the juniors. One of the keys to Souderton's success so far has been Luke Barnum, their center fielder. Mm-hmm. He's hitting 500 for most of the year. He's a little bit below that now. But with their surge recently, he's been a key part of that. Then you go to a couple seniors who played last year and were important parts of their team, but this year have really elevated their game. Joe Prasadio at Council Rock North. He hasn't allowed an earned run as a pitcher.
Wow.
And he's hitting over 400 as a hitter. And one guy, last week, Central Bucks East made a real surge to get back in the SOL Continental race. Mm-hmm. And their second baseman, C.J. Gilmore, also a senior. He's hitting 444 on the year, hit over 500 last week. Is just a major force offensively and defense for the Patriots. So those are just a few of the names. Sorry if I forgot anybody, but those are some names that have really stood out so far.
Yeah, and you mentioned some seniors that are really turning that corner this year, and that's exciting to see. Players that are good as sophomores and juniors and are starting to elevate their game at the next level.
Yeah, certainly. Once you've played at this level, it definitely helps you to have that experience, because it's tough for young players to get used to and to play at a high level when you're talking the differences in pitching and as you get older. But yeah, to see seniors like that, and there are only two of them that have really stepped up and had big years so far, is nice to see. And it is. Like I said, anything could change. Baseball's a week-to-week basis. If you go 0-3 one week, you could be down. If you go 3-0, you're up, and you could see a guy hitting over 500. It's just the nature of the game. But so far, through half the season, those are some good guys to keep our eye out for now the second half of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for joining us this week. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at HS Game On. You can also check out more Game On content all week on the Game On homepage. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.